The time has finally arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Marvel's Endgame, the epic conclusion to Infinity War, is upon us. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome. I can't get comfortable. And welcome to another episode of Nerd News. I am, of course, your host, Chris Chavez. Welcome, and if you guys haven't seen this movie yet, stop everything that you're doing. Yes, that's including watching my YouTube channel, and go watch this movie. Endgame is unbelievable. Now, I wanted to wait a little bit to do this video because, yes, don't worry, this will be a spoiler-free video, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to actually go out and watch it. Now, there will be a complete spoiler video in a week. I want to give everyone a week to watch it. Much like everyone else that's already done spoiler videos, I want to wait a while. I want people to settle in and get used to it, and gosh, there's so much I want to tell you guys about this movie, but I can't. So with that, let's just dive right in. So Endgame is a sequel to Infinity War. That's right, a sequel where everyone struggles, not just the Avengers, but the entire world struggles to cope with life after the snap, or what they call the decimation. Now this movie, from that plot, dives really deep into human emotion, dives deep into the human psyche of how do you move on from that. That is kind of the basis of the movie, besides everything else that follows after that. So the Russo brothers did a very good job to take this giant, epic Marvel extravaganza and give it this big human element to it. Infinity Wars was very much Thanos' movie. Endgame is not so much of Thanos, but it revolves around the original 6 Avengers. It's their movie. So if you're gonna go into Endgame thinking this huge Thanos type feel, it's not quite that type of movie. You'll understand why when you see it, but yeah, it's definitely revolving around the original 6. Now this being the, what is it, the 22nd, I'm gonna call it a 22nd episode, 11 years of Marvel movies that have built up to this moment. There is a lot to live up to. There's a lot to kind of put a final stamp on. And did they succeed in putting that stamp on? Of course they did. Why? I'm gonna be vague. Because of stuff. Stuff worked, and they worked well. No, seriously. That was so... Can you imagine if all my episodes were that vague? Things were cool. Movie was great. Next week, tune in. No, but they got a lot of the main characters and they gave them a perfect conclusion to their character arc. One of the original 6 that I never thought I would be so excited, and every time he was on screen I got really into it, was Hawkeye / Ronin. He was such a badass in this movie. He had finally his time to shine. He had a lot of good scenes, and he was just this amazing assassin. Now with Infinity Wars, we didn't get a lot of Cap and Black Widow, and in this one, we definitely see them more in the foreground. Now this movie definitely is 3 hours long, but to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Being a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and watching these movies for 11 years, this movie could have been longer in my opinion. You just get sucked right in from the opening credits all the way down to the end credits, and you just want more. So it doesn't really feel like that. Oh, also, there are some good times to go to the restroom in the movie, but you gotta be quick. Every scene counts. Just to tell you how big this movie is, opening weekend, it made $1 billion. Now that has never been done. A movie's never done that, opening weekend. Now if it keeps that track record, James Cameron is in trouble. All of his movies that are up there in the high box office ranking, like Titanic, it will sink. And James Cameron will be like, oh, I can't believe those Avengers kids. Apparently he's 80. And honestly, that's all I can say about the movie. Yet again, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I want you to enjoy it for yourselves, to come up with your own conclusions, and then we could talk about it. But, you know, I just wanted to make something short and simple to let you guys know how I thought this movie was. And that's really all I can say. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So if you've seen Endgame, let me know in the comments below. Don't say things like, his dad is Vader type spoiler stuff. Just normal things of this movie was great, Chris. You were right. ... Thumbs up. Thanks for listening, guys. If this is your first time here, please hit the notification bell, like and subscribe. I truly appreciate that. And until next time, guys, remember, let Stan Lee's cameos live on.